Why are the special triangles called special triangles? Why are they so special? On your calculator right now, type in cos 30. Going. So even if you have 10 decimal places, do you have the exact answer? So write that down. This is where the special triangles come in. The special triangles, write this down as well. Special triangles give you the exact answer. So the special triangles, this is why they're special, they give you the exact answer. For sine, cos, and tan, for 30 degrees, 60 degrees, and 45 degrees. Okay? For tan, remember the Sokotoa song? Tan equals opposite over adjacent. Tan 30 equals the opposite, which is, everyone, 1 over the adjacent, square root 3. Now remember the surd rules. We don't like surds on the bottom. So we have to rationalize the denominator. So we have to multiply the top and the bottom by square root 3. So you're left with square root 3 over 3. Try cos 60 degrees. Question? No, you have to rationalize the denominator. If there's a surd on the bottom, you have to get rid of it off the bottom. So use Sokotoa again, cos 60 degrees. This one's a little bit easier, there's no surds. So we got adjacent over hypotenuse. The adjacent is 1 and the hypotenuse is 2. So do you remember using the unit circle you get 0.5? Yep.
Sorry, I did the question already.
Alright, have a go, sine 45 degrees. First step is to draw the triangle. So cover up the triangle if it's in front of you. Have a go, see if you can memorize it. So sine, according to Sokotoa, is? Alright, so the triangle, do you remember the triangle? What's the sides? 1, 1, square root 2. 45, 45. How'd you go? And the hypotenuse is square root 2. So we have a surd on the bottom again. We need to rationalize the denominator. So we multiply that surd on the bottom by the top and bottom. Okay? Find the exact value. Whenever you see find the exact value, think in your brain, ding, ding, ding. Special triangles, okay? Sokotoa tells us that we need the opposite and the hypotenuse. We need to figure out what the opposite and hypotenuse are. So we draw the unit circle. Within the unit circle, we have 120 degrees. Remember, it starts at the positive x-axis and goes what direction? Anti-clockwise. Okay, so we have 120 degrees. We want to get it back into quadrant 1, or we want to get the supplementary angle, or the reference angle. Do you remember doing this? Supplementary reference? Perfect. So we use the angle in here. So how do we figure out that angle? 180 minus 20, 120 is 60. Very good. So we have our angle, 60 degrees. Okay, this is our supplementary reference angle. So step one, figure out the, what is it called? The Sokotoa thing. Step one. Step two, figure out the reference or the supplementary angle. Step three, we need to figure out, is it positive or negative? So remember the thing, all stations to central. Is sign positive or negative in there? So our answer is going to be positive. Okay? Now our special triangle comes in. So that was step 3. Is it positive or is it negative? Step 2 was the equivalent angle. So this is equal to positive sine 60 degrees. That's step 2. Now we use the special triangle, so we have to draw that. Positive sine 60 degrees. So we're going for the opposite of 60 degrees, which is square root 3. And we're going for the hypotenuse, which is 2. Okay? So that was step 4. And each of those steps is worth a mark. Okay? Step 1, remember Sokotoa. Step 2, use the unit circle to figure out the reference angle. Step 3, use the unit circle to figure out, or using all stations to central, is it positive or is it negative? Use the unit circle, use the special triangle. So, Sokotoa tells us that tan is opposite over adjacent. The unit circle tells us that the reference angle is 30 degrees. So this is equal to tan 30 degrees. The unit circle also tells us all stations to central, so sine is the only positive one in that quadrant. So this is equal to negative tan 30 degrees. Okay? So this is equal to negative tan 30 degrees. Okay, so 30 degrees, the opposite is?
1.
The adjacent is up the back? Square root 3. Very good. Don't forget to rationalize the denominator. And don't forget the negative sign. It carries through. So it was worth 4 marks. First mark is TOA. The second mark is the negative sign. The third mark is some drawings. And then the fourth mark is square root 3 over 3.